welcome back to a special unboxing video from Captain Kirk Productions. Making his second appearance on the show, we have Nick.
Invited me back. Thanks, Kirk.
Yeah. Did you wash your hands recently?
I did not.
Okay, you will not be touching this book. And we also have Dr. Burba.
Glad to be back.
And Drake.
Happy to be here, guys.
Alright, guys, so the story behind this comic is this is a SHAZAM comic. And I purchased this after I had gone to a local comic convention. I went there, came back empty-handed, was feeling like, man, I kind of wish I would have bought something. And then I was just about ready to go to bed. And I was on eBay, which is a bad combination, being on eBay before you go to bed. And I saw this comic was about ready to end, and people were bidding on it. And it was kind of low, so I was like, I'm going to put in a bid. So I put in a bid, and I also got a $50 gift card to eBay for Christmas that I hadn't used yet. So I'm like, no brainer. So I put in my highest bid, and I won.
What was your highest bid?
Of course.
$50.
I don't remember what my highest bid was, but this was $300. And I think this probably goes for around $350. So I saved some money, and I had a gift card, so it was $250. So that was awesome. And this being a SHAZAM comic, I wanted to get this particular issue in case this character showed up in the movie at all and there was kind of more hype building around him. So that's the story behind this.
And because you're a big Shaquille O'Neal fan.
And I love Shaquille O'Neal, exactly.
Shack Attack.
Oh.
Alright, so I already opened the box to save a little time. Oh, so yeah. Alright, we'll look at that later. Some cool stuff on there. Alright, so
This one's not quite as wrapped as they typically are.
Usually
Other than
it's
they're not being taped on
vertical
that side.
and horizontal.
Right.
I mean, he did double box it, which was nice.
That's nice.
Alright, so
But it will still take you the same amount of time to get it.
Alright. Go ahead and get some tea, coffee, whatever.
I'm just gonna
do that.
Alright,
Don't look.
this is SHAZAM 28.
9.2.
This 9.2. This is the first appearance of Black Adam since the Golden Age. So, basically, if you were to buy the first appearance of Black Adam from the Golden Age, like even a low grade copy is probably at least $1,000. So
Is this ADAM or ATOM?
ADAM, like
Okay.
Adam.
Gotcha.
So it's already been confirmed. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson has been cast as this character. A movie is in development for it, and like I said, I wanted to get this before SHAZAM came out, just in case this character made an appearance and this book skyrocketed.
And what's the name of this villain? Correct.
Yes, it is a villain. His name is Black Adam.
Black Adam.
Mm-hmm.
Is this the guy that takes the 7 deadly sins
No,
into his? Oh no.
no,
Okay.
that's a different character from the movie.
Okay. Sorry.
So Black Adam. Let me check him out.
Sure. This is just kind of the back of him, but go ahead.
What's his power?
You know what? We probably should have researched that beforehand, but he's a pretty bad dude, from what I understand.
If you know the power, comment it.
Yeah. So I know he's kind of a big deal. I know, like, some of with his story is like he got like all these powers, and then somehow he got imprisoned because like he was doing like all this bad stuff. So that's like why he hasn't been around like for like a really long time. So somehow or another he's gonna get awoken and come back and wreak havoc. So that's
So
kind
why
of,
did Shaquille O'Neal turn down the role?
Okay,
And they
so
picked Dwayne
so
Johnson?
once again, that was Kazam,
Oh.
which was a different movie. This is SHAZAM.
What's the remake?
Yeah, this is a reboot of that. Apparently.
Now,
Yeah.
Kazam is a comic book, right?
Good
Kazam?
question.
I
Good
don't-
question.
No, Kazam is not. Steel is a comic book character which Shaquille also played from like the 90s. So that's different.
It's not the same as
Blue Steel.
Yeah.
No, I think it's just Steel.
Just it.
Yeah. So Kazam is just a genie. It's not like a comic book or anything. So regardless, I have a few SHAZAM comics. I have 3 copies of SHAZAM, one from the Bronze Age, and one was a 9.6. The other two haven't come back yet. They're going to be at least 9 and above.
At least 10.5.
10, at least 10, yeah.
What year was this made?
I think 1973 or 74.
When
Yeah,
did
it's a-
I'm sorry, it's 1977.
Gold Age? Huh?
Shazam, no, this is Bronze Age.
Bronze.
His first appearance was in the Golden Age, which is pre-1955.
Really?
So
So
Bronze...
Shazam is an older comic book character.
Yes.
Which is a little surprising to me.
Yeah, because we know nothing about
We
him.
know nothing about Shazam.
Okay, so again, this is probably something I should have researched, but Shazam first made his debut in Wiz Comics, and basically there was a bunch of lawsuits because he's very, very similar to Superman, and he made his debut kind of around that same time when Superman did. But if you were to have his first appearance, it's Wiz Comics #2. It's like super rare. I think there's only like maybe 50 graded copies on the census. So it's like very rare, very expensive, probably even more expensive now that this character is more mainstream. But anyway, so there was a lawsuit involved with it, and I don't know if Wiz Comics went out of business or DC bought them, but they continued to make comics like in the 40s, I'm not sure about the 50s, and then all this time went by, and then in the 70s, DC reintroduced the character 1973. So that's kind
73.
of, yeah,
And then, what'd you say this was?
77.
77.
It's interesting that they, he comes back. They thought he was dead in the caption, and he's the world's mightiest villain.
He's like super powerful.
So,
I'm
but I've
not-
never really
Black Adam?
heard of him.
Yeah. Well, from playing the Injustice video game, he has a lot of amazing abilities. So he can go toe to toe with Superman. So it's gonna be pretty interesting. So he's going to have his own movie. Initially, what the plan was they were gonna have Dwayne The Rock Johnson and Black Adam. They're one and the same in the Shazam movie, but it's kind of, since Shazam is like an origin story, having two origin stories in the same film, they felt it was going to be too much. That and
They were holding
Shazam.
out for Shaquille O'Neal.
Exactly.
And they can make more money.
Yeah.
2 movies.
Right.
You know.
That's it too. But Shazam is more lighthearted, and Black Adam, his character is much more
Black-hearted.
darker. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
very dark.
Has Shazam always been a child inside of a superhero? Or is that something that has come later? Because I feel like if you're gonna be a lawyer that's suing you're a DC
so
lawyer.
you're saying when he was first introduced,
Right.
was it that he was a kid that turned into?
Because if you're a DC lawyer and you're trying to sue someone that's a kid that's in the body of a man, you throw that case
Yeah,
out.
I would
Because
agree.
Well,
what the heck?
yeah.
Do
What do
they
you think?
know?
Well,
Do they know he's a kid in the
I
body
have
of a
some
man?
thoughts, but
Who are they suing? The kid or the man?
Kirk's channel PG.
I mean, but come on, people, right?
Okay, so
There's no way. They
in
have no
response-
case.
In response to your question, I want to say that maybe he was not.
See, and that makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know this for sure.
Was
but
the
I'm-
wizard there from the beginning?
Actually,
Yeah.
I don't know if the wizard was there from the beginning.
And that's
listen.
the
So I think actually maybe he was, because this is just what I'm
you
thinking.
just said he wasn't.
I'm sorry. Well, I just had a thought.
You just
Just give me a second. Let me
Why don't
explain
someone-
why.
someone
Let me explain
Google
why.
this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can you fact check
Can you
this for a
Google
second?
this?
Fact check it, and then I'll explain my reasoning.
Oh, my phone's over there.
and then,
So they have a comic of Shazam Family, which is where he's able. So since he's a foster child, he's able to give his powers to his family members. So, and they can also have. They don't have all of his abilities, but they have like one of each of the different abilities that
So
we
there
talked
could be
about.
6 of them, potentially.
Yes, exactly. So that leads me to think that he was a child that turned into a man, and it's kind of the same with like his other family members, that they were also children that turned into superheroes. So that's just what I'm thinking, but maybe you can fact check.
Fact check.
he was
Original.
texting and wasn't
Yeah,
actually.
pretty
Sorry.
much. So I don't know for certain, but regardless, this character wasn't around for like, I don't know, like 20 years. Like from, I don't think so. There's no Silver Age appearances of Shazam.
Yeah.
There's no comics in the Silver
And that's
Age.
why I think he probably. So I have no idea. But if I was just to randomly guess, which I'm going to, this is what I do.
Yep.
That's why I'm on the show.
Exactly.
Right, guys?
We're here for your input.
So I would say that he turned into this character and he randomly started becoming a child in a superhero's body in the 70s. That's my take.
Okay.
I'm probably right.
I would think that.
And then Shaq, of course.
Well, yeah, Shaquille O'Neal.
took the character over.
Yeah. I think that it probably started out as a kid, but then we don't really want to know about like the puberty stages, and so we gave it like 20-year hiatus. Be like, let's let this kid get his hormones in order, and then. But shouldn't he be in like the 70s?
So he started off as a kid, and then he just grew up as an adult.
But does he always stay the adult? At what point does he become an adult in an adult's body?
Well, that's
the
adult
thing.
right there.
So that's the thing is that I believe when he says Shazam, it's him how he looks when he's older. So eventually, what happens is he grows
really
up
old.
and he looks like that all the time.
Wait. So he always looks the same when he becomes Shazam? Or is it like
when he grows up?
when he's like
that's
40,
how
he looks
is.
like a 70-year-old Shazam?
Like if he's 70, will he revert back to what 30?
He will revert
40s?
back because
Okay.
this is his best version of himself, is what they
That's
say.
deep.
Yeah, exactly. So if he's like a 90-year-old dude, he's just always gonna stay Shazam.
Then my
because you're in your
guess
prime.
is he's Shazam is 33, right? Like that's the
That's the prime.
prime.
That's the prime.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh heck yeah.
No question.
So none of us have been in our prime. That's interesting. Good.
Well, we're leading up to it.
We're really close.
We're getting there.
Yeah.
Now, I'd like to pivot for a second and just
Go
give a
ahead.
plug for the movie. The movie itself, I knew nothing about the character.
Well, we still don't know much.
That's
Still
pretty
don't know much about the
evident.
character. Well, it's more Black Adam. I don't.
You have one copy of his.
I know about the.
How many
current
copies do you have?
of this?
No, I mean of Shazam run, the
20,
Shazam run.
20 maybe.
Okay.
Because I was really hoping I had this. This is 27. I'm sorry, 28. Yeah, it's 28, and my dad stopped collecting at like 20. So I was like, dang it. But so I have a few. So the version that they made the movie out of is the newer version. This is not based on this version of the character.
Yeah.
So they rebooted the character, I think in like 2012 or something like that. And so that's the version that's in the movie.
Right, and then which is to my theory.
Yeah.
So what did you learn over there?
There's so much that I learned, but nothing on that topic.
The Nard
You
Dog.
just came up with
Comes
Shaquille
through.
O'Neal.
Yeah, it's just all about
quotes.
Shaq and
Yeah.
Okay. So regardless,
Lakers.
the movie, without really knowing anything about it, and a character I wasn't really that excited to see, was excellent. I loved it. It was very lighthearted, very family friendly, a lot of comedy, pretty good story. I would definitely recommend seeing it if you have not. So that's my plug for the movie. I really enjoyed it. I've actually seen it 3 times.
And I
But
heard Shaq makes a guest appearance.
Ooh,
Well, we
at,
can't-
at the end credits.
we can't confirm or deny that.
Okay.
There is a very interesting guest appearance at the end. I can't confirm or deny if that's Shaq or if that's another DC character. So this is why-
spoiler.
that would be a spoiler, so I cannot confirm or deny.
Yeah, that's good.
So
Would you have seen this if you did not have Movie Pass?
I would have,
Ooh.
yes.
Okay, fair enough.
I kind of want to see it. I'm not a big like Marvel. All Marvel movies.
Can't do it.
Sorry guys.
Oh,
sorry guys.
oh.
Sorry.
All of them?
Sorry.
Oh.
Sorry.
Are you just tired of them or what?
I mean, I did like Ant-Man a lot. That was a good movie. There are a few that I really like. Ant-Man was good.
I've been wasting my time with
Continue. Continue. Go ahead.
Paul Rudd?
Tell us.
Come
I
on.
like Paul Rudd.
Paul Rudd was at the Comic Con me and Sagar went to.
Really?
Yeah, he's at
Chicago?
Yeah. All right, no, go ahead. Finish your point. Ant-Man was good.
A lot of people are waiting to hear what you guys say.
A lot of fans.
Well, I think so. Most of them are movies that I would prefer not to watch.
Okay.
So sorry, guys.
Now, for me, maybe again we can taper this to another discussion, but there's different tiers to the Marvel universe. There's the really good. There's like a third that are really good. There's a third that are fine, and there's a third that they're like, we probably aren't gonna watch these again.
What's your favorite one?
I would say, at this moment,
Ant-Man.
Captain America, The Winter Soldier is my favorite.
And the exact, so you kept referring to him as thirds. That's the reason I don't like him, because there's too many.
Well, I think there's a fourth tier.
Oh, okay.
What's your tier?
That's the tears I cry every time they come out with another movie and there's not any original ideas.
Burgers is me.
Thank you.
Okay, that was good.
Yeah.
But your children are gonna hate you for not taking you to see these at some point.
They're too young right now.
Yeah, but at some point when they get to like their 40th movie that they come out with, they're gonna be like, "Daddy, take us to see them." And you're like, "I don't want to go see these children."
Nope.
So I guess I can take your children.
Yep.
Not physically take them,
You
but
can
take them
have
to the
them.
movies.
Yeah.
Drop them off.
Drop them off and just, you go, you free.
Leave.
Go ahead, run.
Probably cut that part out, right?
Yeah, probably
Yeah, we're gonna edit that. So regardless, we can taper that for another discussion. Is taper that the correct phrase I'm using? Because I've been
It's
using
okay,
it a
just
lot.
keep using it.
We're
No.
going to save this for another discussion.
Let them really check it out before
Yeah.
we leave.
I've actually seen this ad on the back on like a lot of different comics.
Were you excited about the grading? Like you just said, and you're like, oh, 9.2, and you just set it up there. And
Yeah, I
like,
feel like the 9s don't. They're
it's
just
like a
kind of
little
routine
thing.
now.
Yeah.
Well, maybe. So
What'd you think it was going to be?
no, I knew that's what it was going to be. That's,
You knew?
Yeah, it was already graded.
Oh.
That's how I knew how much it was worth.
Oh, he
Sent
bought it
right
pre-graded.
directly to-
That sounds fun.
Yeah.
You didn't
So
tell us that.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I just wanted to kind of stay in like the 9.2, 9.4 range, just because once you get to like 9.6, like it's probably gonna be around
Yeah.
$500-$600, and I just was like, I'm not really interested in
I
spending
thought
that
you
much
bought
money.
this for like the 300 and then you sent it in to get graded.
No, I just bought this already graded off eBay, so I knew what it was and how much it
Gosh.
was worth. Sorry for not
You've
clarifying
been toying with our emotions this entire time.
that. So yeah, I already knew, but I was just revealing it to everyone, my purchase. So
I gotcha.
cool. So
Live question from the fans.
Sure.
I'm hot seat Nick.
Ooh,
So I like to give you the lightning round questions.
all right.
Favorite comic of yours in your possession?
Ooh.
Go. And why?
So
Hot seat.
okay, out of all of them.
Out of all of them.
All right, I would say it's a toss-up between two, and they're very unexpected.
Oh.
One is going to be The Dark Knight Returns, #1. The other one will be Gotham by Gaslight. So, Dark Knight Returns, the reason I'm excited about that is, one, it's one of the greatest Batman stories ever.
Mm.
And two, when I was initially going through the comics, I was like kind of having this mental list, like, it'd be really cool if we had this, and that was one of them. I was like, I don't know, I haven't remember seeing it. And then I saw it, and he had all 4 of the comics from the story, and I was like, this is awesome. So I was really excited. Now,
Have those been in videos yet?
they have not.
Okay, I didn't think
They
so.
are
Future
raw,
video.
have not been graded. Potentially, I'm kind of holding out to have Frank Miller autograph them, who wrote those comics.
What
and
year
he,
is that?
I think it was 88.
Okay.
He doesn't do a lot of conventions, and even
He's
when he
missing out.
does, he kind of, I think he charges a lot of money. Like a few years ago, he charged like $500 a signature or something crazy like that, and people paid it because that it was a rare signature. And like now, he kind of does maybe a couple cons a year.
As he
so-
grows older, he'll have nothing left to do.
He's still writing
he's
comics
still
and stuff.
doing stuff.
But I mean, if I'm him and I'm like, hey, this person's gonna pay me $100 to sign my name, like that's a no-brainer for me. But regardless, so other one, Gotham Guy, Gaslight. This is just kind of a weird thing with me. It's one of like 5 comics I've actually read. The reason I like this comic is
Shouldn't say
because
that on there.
why?
That's all.
Oh, I'm gonna get some trolls
all
for
the
sure.
stuff he's ever read too.
That's,
I collect. I
that's
don't
the
read 'em.
reason why people hate you.
You just angered the purist.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. You guys could dislike
We'll have
it.
to edit this out.
Yeah, whoever that one guy was, he's gonna dislike the video and leave me a comment. I'll just save you the time. You can go ahead and whatever. All right. So the reason why I like that book is because if you guys are familiar with the Batman video games that they've made over the years, for a while in development, there was an actual Gotham by Gaslight version of the video game where this is an Elseworlds series is what they call them, where they take a character and they put him like a different time. So they put Batman in the time of Jack the Ripper, So this video game was going to take place in London during the time of Jack the Ripper, and you play as Batman. And it looks super cool. The problem is they never finished it. I don't know why, if the company went out of business, I forget. But there's actual footage you can watch of it on YouTube. And I've watched it, and it looks super amazing. So that's another reason why I like that comic. Is just because of they were going to make a video game of it, basically. And the story is really good, too. So, but this has been a good episode. Appreciate you coming back, but next time you're going to wash your hands. And leave a comment down below. And if you're upset that I don't read comics, then it's all good. I collect, so it's all good. All right, have a good one. Bye.